Well, we've all seen it. Graffiti on the walls of libraries. It's even there in the ivory towers of the University of Chicago. The funny, the quirky, the erudite, and the not so funny. Our next guest has been documenting the graffiti at the U of C's Regenstein Library since 2007. More than 700 images are on Quinn Dombrowski's website, Flickr, and Facebook pages. She's now published some of the best examples of the unique U of C graffiti in a new book. And the author of the book joins us now. Welcome, Quinn. Good to have you in Chicago tonight.
Good to be here.
First of all, why chronicle graffiti? Why do you do it?
I actually didn't start off with the goal of documenting graffiti. The graffiti started off as part of a bigger project that I'm still doing, taking a picture of random beauty every day. Just something, be it a shard of glass on the ground, or one day it happened to be graffiti in the walls of the Regenstein Library. And, I saw it. I took a few, examples of my favorites. It didn't even make the picture of the day. There was something prettier that day than the graffiti. But I kept coming back week after week, month after month, and here I am.
Right. Well, let's take a look at some of the graffiti that you have chronicled in your book. And this one. This one is good.
This was one of the ones that I did that very first day, and it remains my favorite, I think, to this very day. I'm in love in its finals week. I think this really encapsulates some of the drama and the angst and the frustration that comes with being a student and trying to
the yin and yang of it. You're in love, but it's finals week.
You're in love and it's finals week, and what about your grades? But you're in love, and people actually provided some advice to this poor soul.
Graffiti advice?
Yes. Oh
like
no,
what?
There's long conversations that you get going in these graffiti. One person said to the graffiti writer, focus on your finals, real love will wait. Someone else, less poetically, suggested that he engage in intercourse with the person in question. So,
that would constitute a study break.
Yes, you get good advice and less good advice.
Let's look at another example of what you found. This one. I don't understand this. I looked at it in your book, and I don't. Am I missing something?
I really love this one too. And this actually, I threw a remix contest, and someone, turned it into a cross stitch, which was really cool. This one, I feel like, encapsulates.
And here's the cross stitch.
There's the cross stitch. Yeah, Camilla Neffel Hoover did the beautiful cross stitch of it. At U of C, there's sort of this impression that you can't be a fully fledged, human being if you don't have a PhD, if you don't go into academia, if you don't go into economics, a consulting job. But, this really sort of captures the spirit of, go out and do something random with your life. Go see the world. Go do something.
Italy, be a
go
cobbler.
to Italy, be a cobbler. There's more
Is there
than.
a shortage in Italy of cobblers? Maybe there is. Let's look at another one. This one. Oh, what a great drawing.
Yes, the fish-eating brain here. This is from the
fish eating a brain.
A fish eating a brain.
And what does it tell you about the U of C?
Well, this is from the all-night study space, and usually in the way that graffiti is drawn in the doodles, the U of C is represented by something that is eating a representation of the drawer. So in this case, that would be the drawer's brain, and the giant fish is the University of Chicago.
So are you saying that students feel that they're being consumed in some way?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
We've seen, Pac-Man, eating these little dots. It's like, this one's me, my friends, they are next. Yes.
So kind of a victim state of mind down there. Let's look at another one. Let's see what we have coming up next. This is Egyptian hieroglyphics.
This is legitimate Egyptian hieroglyphics.
It really is.
It really is.
And I understand you had it translated, and this is an educated audience. What did the translation say?
The translation, I'm assured by a couple Egyptologists who I've run this by, we did it 2 times in the morning.
One more time?
We did it 2 times in the morning. Now, they could be referring to building pyramids.
Or maybe graffiti.
Or graffiti, or anything else you could possibly imagine. But whatever it is, they did it twice.
So you took that photo to the Oriental Institute and had somebody.
I know an Egyptologist.
Okay, fine.
It's not hard to find one around.
No, certainly not. Certainly not at the U of C. This book has gotten and your study of graffiti has gotten so much attention. Surprised by it?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I just started it off, you know, as kind of a random hobby, and I certainly enjoyed, you know, looking at the pictures and posting them. And they're all licensed under a, you know, Creative Commons license, which means that people can use them freely on blogs to illustrate different things. You know,
so you're not hoarding the stuff?
No, it's free for anyone to take and use. Yeah, absolutely. I've seen illustrating blog posts of, you know, should I leave academia or not? You know, that's where Go to Italy, Vita Excolatur comes in. No, I mean, it really seems to, you know, speak to a lot of people, whether they're from U of C or not.
Let's look at some more. And as we're waiting for the next one, this, what does this tell you? What insight, what window into the psyche of the U of C student does this give you?
Oh, this is sort of, you know, one end of the spectrum. You have the motivational graffiti, you know, that sort of encourage other students, and then you have the despair graffiti. And, you know, sometimes these are written together, sometimes these are written separately.
Let's keep them coming, just as we're talking about it. Where are these taken? Because all the backgrounds seem the same. This one is kind of poignant. It's hard to read. But can you make it out?
Yes, I'm losing the will to go on. I'm too invisible for anyone to care.
This is very sad. This is the other end of the spectrum.
Yes, this
and
is
I
the
understand
despair.
this is one where you felt tempted to...
I wanted to write back. I wanted to say, you know, I am documenting these, I am posting them online, people are seeing you are anything but invisible. But, you know, my strict policy is not writing on walls, so I don't do it.
Now, some of these were taken, what, in study carrels, or in the study carrel area?
You have the walls of the Regenstein Library have these sort of built-in study desks.
Here's another one.
Yeah, so this one here is from the A-level all-night study space whiteboard. So you have the whiteboards, the study carrels in the study room, the stacks graffiti, and I've started doing things in bathrooms as well.
And this one says organic chemistry
is voodoo witchcraft.
And this one?
You know, this is a frat graffiti. I never thought I would see frat graffiti at U of C, but...
Lambda Phi Epsilon?
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Yeah. The second one was kind of my reaction to that one, too. Yeah, this is for 6 figures and a hot wife. What program are you in? Econ, the root of all evil. You know, I honestly wonder if this guy has a job today. This is from many years ago. You know, I wonder if this student is still employed.
No, look at, this one is a haiku.
Yes, winter is the suck. Internships, schoolwork, no sun, spring will melt it all.
I understand you've made a comparison of U of C graffiti relative to some other universities. How does it compare?
You know, it's interesting. I've done Berkeley and I've done Mount Holyoke. So at Berkeley, there's a little bit less despair. There's more focus on sort of racial and other sort of identity matters, you know, Asian pride and, you know, other sorts of, you know, things along those lines that you don't really see at U of C. And all of the violence in their graffiti is directed towards others. Kill nerds, kill, you know, this, that, or the other group. Whereas at U of C, the violence is always, oh, you know, kill me, I'm so overworked. It's always very self-directed.
So it's more angst-driven.
Yes, and Mount Holyoke, they just don't really write graffiti.
Quinn Dombrowski, thank you so much for stopping by. Really a very interesting window into the student subculture at the University of Chicago. Thank you.
Thanks, Phil.
And that's our show for this Tuesday night. I hope you join us tomorrow night, live at 7. Has Wall Street learned its lesson? We'll get insight from an expert on corporate governance. And the local author of the new book, Why I Am a Buddhist, will be here. And I invite you to check out my unfiltered blog on our website today. It's about all those phone messages you may be getting late. Now, for all of us here at Chicago Tonight, I'm Phil Ponce, and I thank you for watching. Good night.
Transportation provided by Base Limousine Service, a proud supporter of Chicago Tonight.